Hey, welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Shit ATL with your host Amanda Ellenberg
and I'm Prodigy Q.
And then our lovely guest in the middle. You might recognize him from season 1, episode 14, the fashion one. Yes. Back again, first repeat guest, first guest overall.
Yes, absolutely.
Sanchez. Yeah.
In the building.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the building.
Wow, I'm back on set, man. This is a cool experience. Let's talk some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And also, by the way, I was going to say that, not in ATL, we actually came to, brought ATL to H-Town to Houston. So we're actually in Houston right now, rocking with Buck Sanchez.
You guys got to check out their blog. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm. Or you've already been tuned. We haven't decided what order.
But if you have or have not, depending on how,
just do it someplace.
You will see some footage of some things that we've done while we're here, exploring this great city. With our best friend here as our personal tour guide.
Yeah, my first time in Texas ever.
First time to Houston. So I've been to Texas a couple times. Brothers in San Antonio. So yeah,
San Antonio is cool.
Yeah, I really want to go there.
Yeah, I did. I got pictures, there and all. It's really dope. It's really.
Yeah.
So you went on a whole excursion,
Yeah.
What was the original destination originally? Because I know you were supposed to head to St. Louis.
Yeah. Oh no, head to New Orleans, but
okay.
Yeah, but that got moved. But I did go to Dallas, so. Been to Dallas. So I'm adding some things to my list. I was like, I gotta go to Austin next. I gotta go.
And I want to go to San Antonio. Those are my big 4 that I wanted to go to. It was Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and Austin.
Yeah,
but I want to go to Austin during some event because they're so artistic.
Yeah.
Everything I hear is
See, it's different when you say when people say you would love it versus they would love you. They would love you.
Oh.
Yes. Listen, we also gotta make note because listen, when we get together, it be things, all the things. But I have to stop and make mention because I'm pretty sure, as you guys can see, Amanda has a whole new look that she is killing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. There you go.
I didn't do much because I couldn't be on the camera. I thought about it too much, so I just kind of figured backed it up in the chair. Y'all don't know. I can really bust it down. Y'all just ain't gonna see it.
Right, it can. So I had to make notes.
And flip the right tail on that.
Because listen, she is just I love it. Yes.
The right tail was actually an accident, and then I just kept it. I was like, this is cool. I've always wanted a right tail.
Yes.
I've always wanted a mohawk.
It's funny, it's giving we're so symmetric. I'm not it's full, and then I got the 2 strings down to your 1.
Yeah. The singular bars of hair.
Evolution of it. So all your listeners, you have to go on YouTube and check out what we're talking about and to see the new look. So definitely head over to YouTube and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or my page here, and then also
Buck Sanchez official. Buck Sanchez official on any.
Say it with your being. Buck Sanchez official. Because I talk so right.
Yeah. So Buck Sanchez official on any social media platform, you guys.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today, guys?
I thought you were gonna plug yours. You didn't do it. You always do it in 3s, and you left us hanging.
Oh, sorry. Finally know. My bad. I have to focus on.
You didn't have to say, because I didn't say mine. Mine's
Ellenberger.
That's what I thought. But I thought you would be gesture, because I did a gesture, and then it was the same for the guests. And then
I missed the gesture part.
Sorry.
Okay.
This wasn't pre-planned.
Right.
Oh, no.
Breaking news.
Literally.
A broken nail.
Wah. With the little violins. That's not a violin at all?
Having too much fun.
I can't think of a violin right now.
All right, guys. I want to learn something about
a small violin, but the sound.
Oh, can I hear it? So like,
meow, 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 meow.
That's horror.
It's
Yes, I freaking.
Do you feel like rats and cats like look alike, and that's why you hate them both?
No way do they look alike.
Okay, they're the actual
It's a
shape
rest
of their
in
bodies are kind of similar.
Because they both don't have like back.
This is
You know what I'm saying?
horrible.
'Cause even
Oh,
cats
I don't
like-
know about the bone part, but
That's
they
why-
just kind of look. They're
But you know,
like
'cause, you know,
little
'cause-
cylinders.
Yeah, because cats can
Oh.
no squeeze through things. And,
Yeah.
So they so you start looking at
I don't know. I just thought about that. I've never thought
This
about
is
that.
which you look at squirrels, like the fact that people like really like, oh, squirrels, but you really look at a squirrel, they do.
Squirrels are cute.
But no, they're not. They look like rats with fatter tails.
But
Like,
I think
you
rats
really-
are cute. I don't hate rats. I don't want them in my house. Like stay outside, but and not like
What's cute?
walking around rats. I had a gerbil growing up. We had 2 gerbils.
No, ma'am. What?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's when we had 2 gerbils, like 2 to 4 frogs, 2 turtles, a million fish, 4 cats, 2 dogs.
History fact. Did you?
Yeah.
We were talking about evolution earlier, and so speaking of evolution, all those things that you guys named as far as squirrels, gerbils, and etc. Those are all a part of the rat family. The rat
But not cats. You just like hate them for a separate reason.
Let me break this down.
Okay, all right.
Squirrels. All the Siberian Huskies are rats.
Not the Siberian.
What's wrong with this?
Squirrels are the Siberian Huskies are rats. So when I'm out in the streets, I have almost had near-death accidents. Running from squirrels, thinking squirrels is chasing me down.
Chasing you down.
Couldn't get them off my tail
I've
one
never
day.
had a squirrel.
I was like, oh shit!
Only had to
Oh shit! Yo, I was running for a long time, and then I just hit the street. And a
Oh my
man he jumped out the
Jason,
car, and he
I'm
was like, what the hell, man? And I was like, oh shit, it was a squirrel chasing me. He was like, but yeah, so.
That's insane. I tried to bring a squirrel back to life like a year or so
What?
ago. Or maybe
How?
2 years.
What?
Because I was going on a walk and then I heard a thud and then I was like, what's going on here? And then I saw the squirrel just
Get out of here
slithered
quick.
away like a snake because its back legs were broken. And I called animal control like 5 times and kept on checking in with them. Like, when are you sending somebody to help this fucking squirrel? Yes. And I came back for it and I never found it. And then they didn't come out, and so I don't know.
Great, and that's called Mother Nature.
Hawk probably got it.
I'm glad no one was allowed to intervene.
Which is
Well, at least
crazy
it was good
nature.
for food because it was probably gonna die a painful death. So maybe the hawk sped it up.
Is that why like
Yeah, 'cause
is that
when
why
their legs break, they
Atlanta
don't-
thinks it's a
And you
hawk?
were holding that hawk's life up with that phone call. 5 phone calls, damn, before I can hit.
I did. I checked it the next morning.
If you don't come on, you're gonna be the one that I go after. Cause if you don't get out of my way,
Can you imagine the people at the like animal control center that are like trying to get dogs and like snakes and
Right,
stuff?
and you calling about a squirrel.
this?
What was animal control? It was probably animal control with a PC name.
Girl, they would have sent out a psych ward. Just stay right there. You said, wait.
Can you talk right now?
Where your quarterings?
I can't even understand you underneath that
I'd have been
laughter.
like, stand right by the squirrel. Don't move.
We sending somebody.
Lay down.
And then they act like they're going to get the squirrel and they just put a handcuff on me.
You got her right where you want her. Get her right there. Book her
I'm a
away.
little squirrely.
Take her away.
Oh my god.
Welcome.
Welcome to Talking
Welcome to
Shit.
Talking
ATL.
Oh my God.
This is the kind of banter we get into
Right.
literally all
All
the
the
time. I feel like the 3 of us together is very
It's so
magical.
funny.
And
No, just you alone.
you don't think it's magical?
Yeah, but you're quite magical alone. because all the stuff.
Oh, I am a witch.
Yeah.
If you were watching on YouTube, then you missed
Y'all are
out.
hilarious. What's wrong with you?
You love it, so you can't say shit.
So.
Okay, so back to the subject.
What the subject was? What the subject was?
A-Town Down?
H-Town.
It sounded like A-Town Down versus
This is like the transport of the South. Like this is the Mecca to the Mecca, and it's like either they're here or they're there. Atlanta, Houston, Atlanta, Houston, Atlanta.
I do think like it would be cool to get your take since you've lived in both of like what you think Atlanta could improve on, learning from Houston and like vice versa.
Okay. So for me, I could see where I feel like Atlanta has it's progressing as far as like it's a seemingly diverse place, but it needs to. I see room for expansion. I do love the fact that you guys have more means to survival or growth for artists, because artist development, artists making income. Atlanta is a place where that is no longer the starving artist no longer has to reside in that place. You know what I'm saying? Come to Atlanta and it's the new Hollywood. It's the place where dreams can come true. And it's like, you know, it's so many ATL-lians that the world out there is just open to receiving and welcoming and showing people that your dreams too can come true, because I came here and did this. He's a living witness, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give him back. And then they have humble, beautiful, spirited people like you. And so with Houston, things that we could take from Atlanta is more artist support. That's something that Houston does not have so prevalent. Yes, we do have an artist community, but no, we don't get the funds that we need. We still have a lot of starving artists. We have a lot of people that are out doing, amazing work for $25 or less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A
lot of TFP things and stuff, which is not a problem, because when you're true to your heart, it's something that you just want to do anyways. Like, you don't have to pay a basketball player to pick up a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're still going to shoot. Like, they're going to shoot regardless if they're on
It's
that.
just so much extra like pressure and demand and time, because you have to find another job as well, you know?
And see, but that's a new thing with the world. Like, that's what I find so unfortunate. Like, especially like with the rise of like social media and the way we are in the world, I am like constantly looking for ways to keep myself plugged in, but ahead of a trend, because I see something happening and there is like this change that's coming in the world, and the world is constantly changing, of course, but we're moving into a way more like digital era, and if we don't get plugged in some way in techno, like, you're gonna be on the slope. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I've been on the slope my whole life. I've been avoiding technology. I knew it was gonna keep on growing, but it, like, especially with social media, because
but we come from that era. We were we were the era where you had to learn how to use a computer. And like, now they just like they come out of the stomach.
I think it was the age that I was when like social media got popular. I had just started middle school. And then had it all throughout middle school, and like did y'all have Ask FM? Did y'all ever use that? Well, there was that website and a few other ones where people could write anonymously to you. And that was always bullying. That was where it wasn't bullying for everyone. So it was just like, I think it was just that time. Plus, I feel like I low-key might have accidentally talk to like older men on an app. I've never really shared that with anyone. But I don't remember, because I also, as a kid, used to lie about my age. I never went with 18, but I always went with a good 16. It felt like it's messed up that as a kid I recognized that like society was like, once they're 16, it's a gray area. That's not real at all.
Right.
And it's like as I get older, then I reflect on like how many messed up things are like taught through media and through some art too, and like it's just wild. Like it's like I can't even. I honestly still want to date older, but then I can't even imagine anybody under 25.
Yeah, and so what's crazy though, I mean, even about that, I mean, you know, we were dealing with those kind of things like really early on. It was still kind of, you know, new in a sense. So I just like imagine like you said, the younger children coming out already, you know, knowing already having, you know, it took time before these things, you know, all came about, but to come into it where it's now, you know what I mean, where I mean there's so much stuff, you know, before we had to go find it. Now it ain't hard to find anything now, you know. So what was like, you know, those things that you put.
Viewer discretion. This recording is taped 2035. Thank you. I only say that. I say that.
You have to be on YouTube to see what.
This is year 2035. I say that because you threw out like Ask FM and saying that you started that in middle school, and I'm like, you were in middle school just a few years ago because we're all only 18.
Oh, I think I've said my age on this before, and also I don't want to be 18.
Okay, well, just
Maybe 21 because that was an exciting year, but
ooh,
not 18.
Is it? No, it'd be 18.
No.
30s,
Absolutely not.
20s, late. When is like?
I just
after
started
that-
feeling like I was about to be 30 this year, but even though I'm not about to be 30 this year, but it finally hit because I'm finally past the mid 20s.
Wow.
You as young as you feel.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I believe.
And I think I did talk about it on the pod
Yeah.
with one celebrity. I can't tell you, but was talking about like just that and how like he still just be sitting down regular, getting up regular, like just he doesn't let it infiltrate his
And I
mind.
believe that. And I believe that. Whether you count time, you know, we already had discussion time and age, you age yourself and all the things. And I always say, just what a time to be alive, you know? That is the motto.
I know. So I also cool. You can cut out that little part. I don't know. There's too much things that I had to check the time. But also I want to like catch up with you and see what you've been up to, see what you've learned and grown and like tried to do and where you been. Where you been?
What have you been? So guys, I have. Wow. You guys have been on world excursions and
World excursions.
trying new
I have
things
not, but
and trying new styles. I have been trying to develop myself in a new space. It's not stepping back from my artistry, but mastering my artistry. And in order to do that, I am learning that we still have to do other things behind the scenes. Sometimes as artists, we get so engulfed in trying to pursue our dreams that all we do is dig and dig and dig and dig. And you strike and strike and strike trying to get, you know, to this mound of gold, but around you, like, the walls are, like, constantly, like, coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dirt is, like, getting to you, and sometimes it's, like, feeling like a non-ending tunnel or a road, and you know, but not knowing, like, if you just keep at it, you're probably just a few knocks away. You know what I'm saying? But it's from the outside, you know, from the inside out, you know, it just feels like impossible.
There have been so many different artists in various art forms that have said, like, it was their last audition, it was their last interview, it was their last performance, like, and then they got, like, something that changed their life forever. So that's really inspiring and, like, and important to remember. This career fields will never be easy in the artistic world, but if it's like really what's in your heart, like it's meant to be, you'll figure out a way. I'm trying to figure out a way to enjoy the process more, like with auditioning and stuff. And I'm trying to like look at that as like an opportunity to act, not like an audition to try to get a job, you know?
Yeah.
So when it was just more fun and pure, that got me to want to do it for the rest of my life anyway.
And see, that's where I'm at with it. So I'm literally right there in the world. I'm trying to currently like prepare myself and set up a system where I'm able to live and enjoy what I'm doing when I am on set, when I am doing what I'm doing. Is not because I'm looking for a gig, because I need the money. It's because I really want to do this. It's big to have artist integrity. A lot of people have lost artist integrity. They go for roles like Zoe Saldana with the depiction of Simone. No, I'm saying Simone. Nina Simone. So when she did that, like, it's the fact that like. If you see that, like, it's one. I wish we could like have that like theme pop up. We have to get that. But she like, you guys please put that in the edits. Like, show what she looked like in this freaking. But she has clip. But that's why she had to do blackface. They said they pulled it. Like I think they pulled the movie because
yes, I heard about this. I just forgot about everyone's names.
Because she did. She basically just did.
The girl from I think she was in Avengers, right? Like yeah. Zoe Saldana. Like she doesn't even identify. She says she doesn't identify as Afro American, but the society can see her as such. But she chose to get into a role that had literally no correlation to her, no connection, no anything to her as an artist. Like, what did that do for you as an artist? Not just how you like bombed the role. So for me, I'm trying to find myself like where I belong. Like you say, like what's for you is going to be for you. So I don't have to. I'm learning. Like I don't have to go and like chase to be seen. You know, I try to put like artistry with astrology, you know, and like stars don't have to like they don't have to be like they're not discovered, they're recognized. You know what I'm saying? Like
and life always like ebbs and flows, and with this career field there's like really big like deep valleys, high peaks. Like it's a big old roller coaster.
And I do think that taking that time as artists is necessary, you know, to especially because you just said like it changes so much, you know, and we as artists change and develop, and you know, and always want to push our boundaries. I mean, you know, most of some people get kind of in their niche and you know kind of just do that, but I do think you know it's necessary, especially you know I believe in like finding new approaches to old dreams, you know what I mean? And constantly evolving that and evolving into that, you know. And I've done the same thing. I mean, I've been personally on the hike, like I've been kind of away from social media and those things for a reason, because I've been in search of that, you know, especially when I was trying to figure out, you know, kind of how I would now change my approach to like my ultimate goals of, you know, having my own production company, those kind of things, and then focusing on social media. But then I had to refine myself in that because I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. And, you know, so, and even though I'm talented, I can do all these things. It was like, okay, where can I fit and be comfortable? You know, and that was it took some time, you know, and then I finally kind of have now what I think is going to stick from taking that time off. And now we're in a place where now I feel like I can put back on and now be creative in the place that I want to be, and still have you just said that duality of still like having myself and time for myself, and you know being able to kind of do the work. And I'm still trying to figure that part a little bit, but I think that just kind of comes with you know proper scheduling, planning. You know, so I mean that's the kind of thing about the media stuff is you can kind of do it even if it's showing over time, or you know you can still put it out even months after you've already completed it, and you know all the good things. So.
Yeah, the editing is the hardest part.
Yeah, it is the hardest part, yeah. It is the most time consuming, for sure.
I'm so like second guess every part of it. But
I'm just one of those types that when I post something, like I watch it over and over and over.
Yeah. I do sometimes.
And I watch it again just to see how somebody like I sit to somebody, what you think about this? Then I go back and watch it with them in my head thinking when they're watching it. Yeah. So I feel like we watch it together. was like, how much you like it? You like it?
Oh
And then I feel like I'm watching it with it at the same time, even though I've seen it and made it.
Yeah.
But I just like, and I don't even obsess over like my work like that. Cause, like,
You're like, damn.
You know, because I got to a point that, you know, once I put it out, you know, it's out. I can receive it. Is how it's going to be. But I do just mainly for myself. I don't know. Just watch it over and over. I watch a story forever. I tell you.
I really want artists to know, though, like, this is very important, and I'm working towards saying these kind of things to myself more, but I truly believe it with my heart and soul. But, you know, it's sometimes when you believe something with your heart and soul for everybody else, it's hard for you to believe it about yourself. Anyways, I just want the artists to know that, like, you are so brave for not only, like, entering a career field that's so competitive with no clear path, but then also being vulnerable, and no matter what position, if you're on crew, you're an actor, whatever, you have to put yourself out there every time, because this is gig work, you know? Right. So you have to keep on selling yourself to people constantly to try to get a job, to either do what you love, which is the full dream, or to do something in the business in general that will get you to where you love. Thankfully, I honestly love every single part of the industry. Like, acting, honestly, is definitely my favorite. Acting or directing. Yeah. But I really do love all parts of it, and it's really cool. Like, I've been reflecting a lot lately, just walking around the different sets and pieces and stuff, and been like, this is so fucking cool that my life is here, that I get to do this, and I get to see this stuff made, because I used to lay in bed at night as a little kid watching different TV shows, mostly Schneider. But I did, and I loved watching people's stories, and then like being able to create that and having an outlet for my emotions. Because also, like, if you're an actor or you paint or like you put all of your emotions into your work, like that's very exhausting and brave and vulnerable too. And no matter what, we're all vulnerable, since again it is gig work. And I think that like everybody, no matter what, needs to celebrate themselves more, but I think artists need to celebrate that more, because it's so easy to get stuck into, well, am I working or am I not? Did I get that job or did I not? What do I have lined up for the next few months? Oh, I didn't get this job that I really wanted and I was close to. I hope I get another one. Like, it's so easy to fall into that instead of being appreciative of where you are and like seeing the beauty all around you, even if you're not in the position that you want to be in yet.
And I think that spreads to every aspect of kind of, again, the artistry field, regardless of, actor or, a musician and painters and sculptors. I mean, all, it's always, one of those paths, just as artists as a whole, and fashion designers and fluid, what I'm saying? Like, as a whole, really trying to, because every gig is off the decks gig into the, and again, trying to, not, which is why I was, saying, like, not to get in that hustle if that's all you're doing, because it is easy to get caught in that, because that is the day-to-day realities of an artist. But you are kind of forced to think about the next gig opportunity.
And you have to save money while you're on a gig, because you don't know how long it's going to be. And
so definitely continue to support your artists, your fellow artists, your friends. That's a big thing.
Create a nest. That's like, get some type of security around yourselves, guys, like a foundation where you're able to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a grounding where you're able to come back and feel like there's a sense of security. When you fly without wings, it's a beautiful experience, but you can only go so far. Always secure yourselves in this world. As artists, we're chasing that next gig, but we're not thinking about 401ks, we're not thinking about insurance, we're only working until we cannot work. And that's something where we have to stop and say, like, damn, there's a lot of things that matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is where artist benefits come from. This is where the unions, and this is where we battle things like that. What the non-unions, where do we go in artistry in the world, and how do we secure ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Especially when that is the only thing we do, because for the longest, that's all that I did, especially before the world of Uber and all these other outlets to make money. There was a time, guys, in the ancient world where we did not have apps and things like that as easy access to make money. You know what I'm saying? Especially not from home or this galaxy world.
That didn't happen till COVID.
Right.
It feels like forever ago and just yesterday at the same time.
Right. For sure.
So weird. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
Over 4 years since it first started. It's so weird.
Yeah. Just like a whole time lapse when you think about it. Like,
yeah. What? I feel like they a little tiny doctor crawled in my ear and then took out a piece of my brain like a piece of pie and ate it.
I love the visual of that.
Yeah.